The Justice Department, as reported by the Washington Examiner, has reversed itself on Michael Flynn, asking for up to 6 months in prison. The Justice Department asked a federal judge to sentence Michael Flynn up to 6 months in prison on Tuesday in a reversal of its previous request that the former national security advisor get no time. Prosecutors also said Flynn's behavior since his sentencing hearing in 2018, which was delayed until later this month, led prosecutors to believe, through representations by the defendant's counsel, that the defendant has retreated from his acceptance of responsibility, in this case regarding his lies to the FBI. The defendant monetized his power and influence over our government and lied to mask it, the DOJ said. When the FBI and DOJ needed information that only the defendant could provide because of that power and influence, he denied them that information. And so an official tasked with prosecuting our national security instead compromised. With protecting our national security instead compromised it. Okay, so what the Justice Department has done is horrible here. What they've done to Michael Flynn is horrible, and why President Trump doesn't step in and give him a complete and total pardon and exoneration, I will never know, because there is this false claim that Michael Flynn lied to the FBI when he didn't. So those of you who are not familiar with the whole case with Michael Flynn, let me explain. He was taking a bit of a vacation after the campaign, and while he was being appointed as the incoming national security advisor. During that time, he received a phone call, which all national security advisors during the transition period receive phone calls from diplomats all around the world trying to establish relationships with the new administration early on so that when the new administration takes office, they have good, cordial relationships. Well, that call was intercepted by the intelligence community. Now, even though there was absolutely no crime, no illegality, and nothing unethical that happened on that phone call, the Obama administration still decided it was wise to go ahead and unmask who the U.S. citizen was talking to an official foreign diplomat, right? Think about that one for a moment. Okay, so they unmasked and found out it was General Michael Flynn, who the Obama administration was already pretty ticked off at, considering that Michael Flynn opposed several of the policies that Obama wanted to promote and push. Well, when Michael Flynn took office officially as the National Security Advisor, the FBI under James Comey decided they were going to do an ambush interview. As Comey said in an interview himself, was that how they went about getting an interview with Michael Flynn was not according to procedures, but, we thought, well, the administration was new enough and it was right there at the beginning where everything's chaotic that they could slip one by, that they could do this in a manner that would never pass an experienced administration. So they get a couple of FBI agents into the White House under false pretenses and start asking Michael Flynn questions. They said he didn't need a lawyer because, it's not like it was official, right? And the FBI agents went in there with the transcript. Now, of course, Michael Flynn, trying to recall a conversation from over a month ago, right, to which he had no time to prepare or review his notes, tried to answer the questions to the best of his ability. Now, many of his answers go along lines, well, I don't remember the exact details, or I don't remember everything. And when the agents would respond, because they knew what he had actually said, because they had the transcript, he would say things according to the notes taken by the FBI agents. Oh, yes, thank you for reminding me about that, right? It was like you trying to talk about a meeting you had a month or two ago without reviewing the notes. You're trying to go off of, your best, recall, despite having many meetings in between. Now, the FBI agents left Michael Flynn saying that he wasn't trying to be deceptive, that he was overall honest in that interview. Well, lo and behold, Bob Mueller comes around with the Mueller special counsel and decides, you know what? Even though The people interviewing him thought he was telling the truth, and he didn't actually say anything that was untrue. The fact that he didn't dive into enough detail, he lied through omission. We asked him what he had for breakfast. He said sausage, but it was actually maple cured sausage. So we're going to charge him with lying. And what else did they do? In order to get Michael Flynn to plead guilty in a plea deal, which, yes, he did, they targeted his family, threatened his kid with prosecution and jail time as well. So Michael Flynn, being a good father, decided that he was going to go ahead, falsely plead guilty to a crime he didn't commit, and, avoid jail time, but doing so being nearly bankrupt and homeless. Well, now that the IG report has come out showing how the FBI lied to the courts, altered documents, fabricated evidence, and withheld exculpatory information, Michael Flynn thought, hey, you know what? They completely railroaded me. They completely acted in a dishonest manner. They lied to the courts, and they ran a sham railroad job in this prosecution. I'm going to go ahead and start challenging it. I'm going to ask for the exculpatory information that they've been hiding. I'm going to try and get the evidence that they have, gone through, withheld, lied to the courts about not existing, or, get the original documentations that they themselves altered. Well, the judge, being a complete hack, decided, no, you pleaded guilty. It doesn't matter that new information has come out about the corruption of the FBI and the special counsel, their lies to the federal courts, their changing of evidence or anything. No, none of that matters. You pleaded guilty, even though you did so under duress of them fabricating evidence and then threatening your child. No. You're going to be, sentenced. This is all going to be done. We got to sweep this under the rug. We can't let, the scandal spread any further. Well, now the DOJ is coming out trying to target Michael Flynn even more because he dared question, the railroad job that they ran on him and dared to attempt to expose them in further corruption and illegality at a time when they have been exposed for a lot of corruption and illegality. This goes to show that we have a complete two-tiered justice system. And I know this for a fact from personal experience. I know that judges will write orders, and court orders based off pure fictional lies. And I got the evidence to prove that. And I'm going to be showing that evidence, I'd say around the end of February, right? That's my timeline here, going through, because there's a few other things that I need to do in the meantime. But when it comes down to it, if you're a Democrat, it doesn't matter if you have a mountain of evidence against you. There's no prosecution. There is absolutely no consequences to your illegality. But if you're a Republican and you dare to serve in a Republican administration, they're going to lie to the courts. They're going to alter documents. They're going to fabricate evidence. And even when they're caught doing that, the courts are still going to side with the government on their railroad job and illegal prosecution of you. Hey, YouTube viewers, thank you so much for your time and attention in watching this video. If you want to get more, click on the video playing off to the side here. Also, don't forget to hit subscribe and the notification bell so that you'll be notified when new videos and content drops. Thank you, and I appreciate it.